The first recorded species of humans are Mar-man and Gatenji man, which evolved around 2.3 million years ago. According to the available evidence, skilled man was the first species to use tools. The brain size of these early humans was about the size of chimpanzee brain. Since then and during these few million years, the process of increasing the size of the brain has continued, so that with the emergence of upright humans, the volume of its skull had increased to twice the volume of the skull of skilled humans. The upright man and the industrious man were the first people who migrated out of Africa. These species spread in Africa, Asia, and Europe between 1.8 and 1.3 million years ago. It is believed that these species were the first species that used fire and complex tools. The dominant view among scientists is that the origin of modern humans is explained by the recent hypothesis of out of Africa, or single origin. 8.9, which states that the beginning of the evolution of modern humans was in Africa and then between 50,000 and 100,000 years ago they migrated outside the African continent and gradually replaced upright humans in Asia and Neanderthals in Europe. There is another hypothesis called the multi-region hypothesis, which states that after the migration of upright humans from Africa to other parts of the world about 2.5 million years ago, humans evolved in different geographical regions as separate populations but with interbreeding between races. They found evidence suggests that multiple haplotypes of Neanderthal origin are now found in non-African population. Evidence shows that Neanderthals and other anthropomorphic species such as Denisovans contributed up to 6% of the genes of today's humans. This amount varies in different races. In human evolutionary genetics, it is checked to what extent a human gene differs from the others and from the evolutionary past that caused it to appear. The difference between genes has various concepts and applications in anthropology, medicine and forensic medicine. Genetic data provide major insights into human evolution. Every year, several scientific articles are published in the field of human evolutionary genetics. One of the most important of these articles was published in the scientific journal Nature in 2005. The mentioned article, which is the results of the research of more than 100 scientists in 10 major research institutes of the world on 237 million pairs of components of human chromosome number 2, shows that this chromosome was created by the fusion of two chimpanzee chromosomes, and that is why humans have one fewer pair of chromosomes than chimpanzees. The results of this article show that humans and chimpanzees had common ancestors. 29. The fossil evidence of fossils collected from anthropomorphs shows that over time, their spines have gradually flattened, brain volume has increased, facial features have become more delicate, and the muscles related to chewing have decreased along with the change in the position of the teeth. Many fossils of human ancestors have been collected in different historical periods. You can see a list of the most famous fossils on the page of the list of famous human fossils in Persian Wikipedia. You can also see a list of human fossils with scientific explanations on the website of the National Museum of Natural History, USA. 30. Other evidence edit. In addition to genetic evidence and fossils, there are other evidences in the anatomy of the human body that show the evolution of humans throughout history. Edit. With these findings, we can conclude that Neanderthals had a modern behavior. They did not have a body like a wise man, but they had an advanced behavior. From their behavior, it can be seen that the Neanderthals living in these areas came from the common ancestor of the Neanderthal and the wise man. In fact, the emergence of wise human behavior has been slow. Perhaps with the increase in population, people's knowledge has increased and has led to the development of social identity, which can be seen in the form of ornaments and body makeup. These examples indicate the beginning of behavior change in wise people. Source needed. The Neanderthal human body was adapted to live in cold climates, and for example, they had a large skull, they were short but very strong and had a big nose. Citation needed. Based on estimates, the size of their skull and brain was larger than that of a wise man. With this in these studies, their stronger body compared to the wise man is not considered. On average, male Neanderthals were 165 centimeters tall, heavy in terms of weight, and had strong bones due to a lot of physical activity. The height of Neanderthal women was between 153 and 157 centimeter. Citation needed.